Hi all, I'm trying again. Is everybody here? Can you put a 1 in chat if you can hear me, because I seem to have lost my sound. That's the camera one. Testing, testing. Hello? Hello? I'm just testing a few things here, folks. If there's no one around, I will... It's all working. Right, it's just that I can't hear anything off my end at the moment. I'm having a few problems, so hello there. So I'll just wait for everyone else to come in, and I'll put a little bit of music on in the background. I was going to go live on Rumble, but it's not letting us simultaneously link up, so I will play a little bit of music and get everything going. I'm trying to be professional. So how are you, Chris? That's what I want to do. So I'll take that welcome caption off. Because I need you to see who we're looking at tonight. I'll just wait for the others to file back in and see if they're coming. Having a better day than yesterday, because I didn't take my tablets yesterday, and much to my son's detriment, I ended up wiring myself on espresso coffee, which kept us going, because I had the workmen in and out my house all day yesterday to fix my boiler that had been off for 4 days. So I had no heat and no hot water since Friday. and the plumber wasn't happy, so he put a complaint in. I'm just going to put a little message back on my YouTube to tell everybody I'm back. And then that should get them back in. And Milo is back live. Hey, Roy. As you know, Milo is saying good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to everybody. I did come on a little bit later so you could have a bit of a lie-in, Roy, with you being in New Zealand. I don't know, it went off. It was all set to go live simultaneously here and on Rumble, and then everything froze up. Nothing would work. So I stopped. Unless it's Mr. and Mrs. Macaroon don't want me to work. So I will sort the healing out a little bit later on. I don't know what's happening to my emails. My emails are disappearing. Hi, Sari. Roy. I was still awake at 2:30 this morning because I was still wired off it, as I was telling Chris, still wired after a few cups of espresso coffee. And I don't usually drink caffeinated drinks. So Wiser, yeah, was still wide awake, and me and Milo were out in the back garden then, in the rain. I've got more biscuits up here for you, if that's what you're looking for, mister. Do you want a biscuit or a chew stick? Before I get started, I have a pest. Want to say hello? Hang on, I'll take this off the screen before I get wrong, and I'll replace it with Milo. There we are. Who's that? There you are. There you are, there's Milo. There you are. He's very tired. And my t-shirt says today, my shadow has 4 paws and 4 legs and a tail. So I'm just going to move this table and I'm going to close that back door. Oi! And I'm going to get you a biscuit. Hopefully he's going to behave today. He's been a very good boy all day. So it's just me that's been getting wrong. Because I do a very, very bad accent called Ting Tong. And Ting Tong is being out to play today. And I've also been putting on my very bad French accent. And the French accent has been very bad today, I'm afraid. I've been saying wee wee, and my son says you must go to the toilet if you need a wee wee. So I'll start. I'm just giving these a good old shuffle because I've already asked them a few questions earlier, so I do know they are happy to work. There you are. There's your biscuit. You've had your biscuits. There. There's one, and there's the other one. I don't think he is going to be here, Roy, because I've already been to look out the window twice already. It's like being on a roller coaster on this chair. Yes. Oh, you want to sip, do you? No, yeah. It's only peppermint tea. It's good for you. Tapper, tapper. No. Go and let yourself out. Okay. We'll start with the prayer. Milo. There's your other biscuit. It hasn't run away. And I'll put this candle on because that normally calms you down. He's just been a bit nosy there. He's looking for a sausage roll that he's already eaten. The music that's playing in the background is called Sleep Soundly with Native American flute music. Right. Okay. I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron, Keeper of the Books, and Archangel Mary of the Sacred Heart, and my guides and spirit guides and angels of the lower realms to come close this evening and offer us golden white and blue light and pink rays of protection and love, and guide us through these tarot readings and protect us. Deflect any bad energy that has been sent our way and send it back into the cosmos for the angels to deal with. I ask for those who were harmed in the Liverpool incident to be healed swiftly and soon. I ask for those who are experiencing extreme weather phenomena around the world, that they are given any means necessary to help them recover quickly and to rebuild from that. I ask that Trump sees sense with these preposterous tariffs so we can avert a financial crisis, and that all who are in war-torn lands can achieve peace through negotiation, and that the peace lasts. Blessed are the angels who walk amongst us each and every day, keeping us safe from harm and working in the light of God. Amen. Amen, and everything in between. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Lady of the Lake. And Milo is standing on the back of my chair, ready to. So if I suddenly disappear, you know, I will have disappeared round in a full circle, and I'm facing the window. It's a regular thing here, and it's like me on The Voice. Okay, everyone, you'll have seen the thumbnail, and it is the macarons, or the macaroon family, as I like to call them. This evening, I'm using a deck called the It's Time Not to Just Care. I Don't Care deck. It's a beautiful little deck. I got it before, just as I was having those problems, and then I nearly threw them in the bin. But then I thought, no, I'll take some time to recuperate, and I will be back. And then I had me chat with Seri, and I had me chats with Northy, and I thought it's time to come back. So today, and I was just looking at them. They were on the unit underneath the television, and I thought these would be the perfect cards to talk to Spirit with and ask for guidance. Milo has just opened the back door and gone outside, Lady of the Lake, on the Macaron family. I had a job with Restream last night because I wasn't able to put the title up I wanted to call it. It kept kicking us out. I will go over to Rumble later and upload the video on there. She was fine the other day when I was chatting to her, because we do bat ideas around. I need to speak to her properly again, and I will ask her how she is and things like that, because I need to have a proper chat with her, and I'll tell her you're all asking about her and that you love her, but you'll probably hear anyway, because she likes to have a bit of a neb now and again, and I know she does love you lot. He's gone out to see if there's a lady out the back. Not that it can get out. And not that it can do anything. No, he's just had enough of my company all day. We've been in our own house all day instead of being pestering his grandma. And it's been heavenly. Because I've put up our messy church craft basket up just to put in church. I've put a photograph of what it looks like. No, it's still the same. No, it's still the same. wiseangeluk@gmail.com. But it will come up as Milo the Rescue at the top. Right. Shall we get started? Sometimes it'll bounce it into me personal email account if it thinks I've got too much email in me Wise Angel account. So it'll pair, just automatically pair it up. Oh, actually, I have that American account as well, don't I? The one that has the built-in VPN. But that also links up to me. I'll have a look because I've only got 3% on my phone. So I haven't got my charger downstairs with us. These cards are ready to use. So did Brigitte Macaron slap Emmanuel Macaron out of anger, or were they just playing around like married couples do? Was there venom in that slap? She received a letter. You've missed the UK off the end of it. Off the end of Wise the Angel. She received a letter to see her, and it was under official seal. You can see the seal here. Sorry. It was a flaming good letter she received, and it was under official seal. And that is why she gave him the slap of his life. Right in the face, or right in the dish, as we'd say here in Sunderland. Right in the dish. And I'm going to use these 4 cards. When I was asking the questions earlier on, 3 of these cards actually came out. And these were the 3 cards that came out. And it says, I'm not always an angel, but he's always playing with the devil. There we are. Okay. So, Mr. Macaron there, or Macaroon, as we've always called him on this channel, is... I'll turn them around so you can see them up the right way. Mr. Macaron, or Macaroon, has been dancing with the devil, and she's found out. She's had that letter under official seal. So there's somebody within their own party and own government spilling the beans. And you've heard that song, Black is Back, Black? Do you want your baby back? And it says, don't turn your back on him for 1 second. And this depicts to me a schoolboy. He missed most of his schoolboy time because she was busy chasing his ass. And that is in that letter as well. And somebody is been blackmailing her. And this is first part of this reading. And yeah, he's not always an angel, but he's not always cabbage-like either. And it says, don't be fooled by my appearance. My soul is resplendent. But there's a lot of darkness going on around them. There's a lot of ugliness. And there's a lot of things to come out regarding that letter and regarding her. And she just wants to kick back and start having a bit of childish fun again. But she can't because he's already doing that. And if I put that picture back up for a moment, There's Gabrielle Attal and Philippe Jarouski. That's been mentioned in recent days. So, in amongst gossipers, and Milo, in amongst the gossipers, I seem to have lost chat for a little while there. So the gossip channels are going rife with him, with Gabrielle Attal and Philippe Jarouski. And this is him basically playing cat and mouse. He's going out in disguise, and he's allegedly going off to some of the gentlemen's clubs. And she's saying, look, I'm not some sick puppy. I'm not okay about this. I know what's going on. And I'm sick of being that person indoors. Right, this one's come out in reverse. And she was doubting it in the past. But it says here in the upright, it's okay to doubt. Okay? But it's not. Okay? She's not okay doubting her life choices. And you can see the star there. He is the star of the relationship. She's sick of being in the shadows. She wants to be the driving force. And she wants to press delete on their marriage. Their marriage is over. Their marriage is over. There's the fingers pressing delete. But he'll not let her until his presidency is over. She wants to end the relationship. And he's saying, no, we cannot end this relationship until I am out of office. And then he will come out. Gabrielle Attal is his the voicemails are about to come out. Voicemails will come out. That's how the gossipers are getting some of the information. He has been going to a gentleman's only club, and this gentleman's only club is a bit of a club for men of a certain persuasion. I need to skirt around these things. And he's had his head in the clouds for so long. She's got her hands on all the voicemails. His aides are saying, do not panic. But he is now in a flying panic because Philippe Jarouski is saying, look, Jarouski is saying, stop repeating the same thing over and over again. That is a man's hand there. I'm sick of going round in circles. I'm sick of being in the shadows. It's time for you to tell the world and come out of the shadows. And he's saying, everything is just fine. Just fine. I say this is the hanged man. Cool. Relax. And she's saying, no. There'll be another slap incident very soon. Everything that other YouTuber said last night on her video was not a surprise because the snakes are already out. And come Macron's birthday, the party will be the culmination of it all. G-Bar, yep, It is a G club for men of that persuasion only. I'm sorry, I am going into that stupid French for Mickey take accent, which sounds as if I'm from Allo Allo. I'm just waiting for Renee to come along and chase me. And that is that one. And I am going to cleanse the table. But as I say, a few of those cards kept coming out earlier on. And that's when I knew I had to do that reading today, because I was going to leave it till next week. If you want, I can go into that True Crime Mafia read, or we can do a healing ritual instead, because it sounds as if some people are definitely needing some healing. I know my buddy, my fellow streaming buddy Sinner, needs some healing right now. So I've been picking that up from him by just sitting listening to his stream. And there's a lot going on in the world. But have any of my American friends? Oh, I loved Hello Hello. Or any, just slap me. Now I'm going in a different language altogether. Oh, I'm going ting tong on you now. And you don't want us to do me ting tong. My son was literally in tears. Oh, that was only a matter of time. I did say that a few months ago. They'd be backwards and forwards with the, didn't I? Right, me American friends, the Banana League. How funny are those baseball players, please? They have not half perked me up since this morning. And my son is wondering why. He was saying it's the coffee, or stop taking them pills, but I think it's the Banana League videos I've been watching. Because those baseball players, before they even start a match, or if it's half time, they are singing and dancing, and then you've got your dad bod cheerleaders as well, which it's just chef's kiss. Yeah, but they did not speak French, and it wasn't even it was an exaggerated French accent. Camilla, should we have a look? Camilla, I'll use the Crow tarot cards because she is quite crow-like. Camilla. Why have I got Camilla Cabello in my head? Oh, it was hilarious, Chris. I do like to watch the reruns because it's so much of my childhood there, if you get what I mean. My childhood was spent watching those sitcoms. Hello, Hello, Only Fools and Horses. The Carry On films on the buses. And Dad's Army. Yeah, we will have a look. I've said before, and Northie said exactly the same, I believe. That is not long for this world. But then I said, neither was she. I don't believe. Okay, then I'm speaking in allegedlys, everyone. And my videography, etc., is subject to the Fair Use Act and fair deals, where anything I use is faulty towers, yeah, is used for transformative guidance, and all of my tarot readings are for guidance and entertainment only. Purposes only. Sorry, I'm losing my way. Well, I turned 50 on July the 5th. So I'm only 8 years behind you, Chris. And my vicar nearly died when I told him I was only a year behind him. He went, "Are you sure?" I went, "Yeah." "Go and have a look. You've got my birth record in there." So he went in and had a look, and he went, "Oh." He went, "So you are." Camilla is the reluctant queen consort. Camilla. The Tower. There's trouble. Harry trouble. The Four of Cups. Right. We've got the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups here is she's been reflecting a lot on the past, but she's very discontented at the moment, is Camilla. Very discontented. And she knows her family tree is like shrinking. And William wants to shrink it further once his dad's gone, because he doesn't want Harry anywhere near him. And she is in agreement with that. So it's going to be like the three, but she's going to be pushed off, if you get what I mean. She's going to be pushed off to one side. So it'll be William, Catherine, and Anne until the children come of age. But the Tower, with this is Harry is making them both really unwell. There's going to be some abrupt changes. Going to be some big changes coming their way. But we've got to expect some unexpected news. Yeah, told you it was Megan and him. That Leo card. They're causing them a lot of stress and anxiety. And them being in Canada, they're closer to them than they really want to be. But they had to go to Canada. And they're just waiting for them to try and upstage them while they're there. The Four of Pentacles. We are the Four of Pentacles. She loves the security of everything, of being royal. But when it comes to that Tower card, she's saying we need money doesn't grow on trees. And Charles, you need to tell Harry this. You need to tell him money doesn't grow on trees. And I've got a voice in. I know I do he's spirit. And I've got a very mischievous royal voice in my head. He's saying, tell him to F off. I am being polite here, but tell him to F off. And I believe this could be Philippe. This is Philippe. And he's saying, tell him just to F off. He's trying to make us swear properly. And I'll get me channel taken down if I do say off properly. So I'm not. We have 8 of Pentacles. This has come out in reverse. The money's fallen away. She's saying we need to make sure they get nothing. Your will needs to be changed. And if this is what's been happening, really what's been happening, Charles has actually changed his will. Is the titles changing? There's your answer, Lady of the Lake. And I've got a big thanks for that. Thanks for that. That's the 3 of Cups. The cups are all emptying. Cups are all emptying. An unfortunate outcome for them too. We now have the 6 of Wands. There we are. 6 of Wands. She's achieved our goal of sorting things out. She says, look at this. I've got the laurel leaves. I've got victory. I've sorted everything out that I set to sort out. The roses are there. There's Catherine's white rose. William is the ray of sunshine. 3 children. And she says, I'll be still here guiding. Tudor Rose. Tudor Rose. Who's the Tudor Rose? Bye, Chris. Thank you for popping on. Oh, they're back on. I didn't know they were coming back on. We've got the world. We have the world card. The end of the cycle. She's achieved our goals. And it's returning to source. She hasn't got long fork. We've got, look. She's the crow. There's the scorpion. We all know who the Scorpio is. There's the lion. The lion is Megan. That marriage is ending. It's a Taurus. Who's the Taurus again? That's Diana. I think the Tudor Rose is Diana. She's overseeing all of these changes. But William was born July. So the sunflower blooms in July. Catherine is the other white rose. Yeah, but this one is the crown slipping off Camilla's head as she flies off. The king. She is going to get her eyes pecked out, Megan. And then we have the bull, a black bull. And it's like the end. I read on her about a month or so ago, didn't I? A few months ago. Because someone said she was leaving the royal family. And I told them not to speak so to tribe. I says, we're going to see a lot more of Eugenie in the coming months. And in the last 3-4 weeks, we've started seeing her coming more to the forefront. Because she's helping William. And now she knows Charles is a lot poorlier than he's letting on. And Camilla is a lot poorlier than she lets on. If you go back to watching, there was what program was it? Saturday Kitchen. Tom, our son, kind of alludes to it in a kind of roundabout way. There could be might be a little bit less. Right. I've heard that word again, the two words again. I don't want her up here with us. We don't want her yet. There's room ready for him, but not for her. We don't want the dragon. So, but justice is coming very soon, and it's going to be very swift. Karma is coming for the two miscreants. I want to read on them actually now, because there's some more trouble coming out. According to Lady C, and she says this is all allegedly, because she doesn't want to be sued. So I think she has been warned. Life is fragile. It's just like a fragile flower. Right. Meghan and Harry, their relationship. Sorry if you can hear any swearing, it's people going past. Right, Meghan and Harry. Is their marriage coming to a right royal explosive ending? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's definitely coming to an end. The losing money. I'd say around October, November time. They're going to lose money. And it's to do with that polo club as well. There's more revelations coming out. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is resilience and determination and resourcefulness, usually. But she's not very... They put all their eggs in one basket, and they've been quite... How can I put this? Quite wasteful, the pair of them. When they were saying she was spiriting money away and her man was spiriting money away, man was gambling it all. They was allegedly off in the Colombian hillside having a good march up the hills. There's more charity issues to come out. You can see the turbulence in the sea there. The Six of Cups in reverse. The fruits of their labour is all falling away from their cups. You can see here, the keys are not crossed. The keys are going off in opposite directions. Say by this, someone will hear news of them two splitting, of Meghan and Harry splitting. Do you want us to go any further with this one, everyone? Second time tonight. Justice card. And I don't even need to tell you what the Justice card is. Four of Cups. This is in the upright. She's still awaiting a manifestation of her goals. It's not going to happen because justice is going to be served before she even gets that manifestation. And she's feeling very discontent right now. She can't even stand looking at herself in the mirror anymore. And he just doesn't even look at himself in the mirror because he doesn't see anything. He's soulless. The gilded cage is no longer the gilded cage that she thinks she was in. The nest is empty underneath of the Nine of Swords. The two birds are bickering, but there's a cuckoo in them. I'd say that's a cuckoo in the nest. There is at least them two are fighting. There's an ear there, so that's like a bit like somebody's been listening in on them. That's their security guard. He's saying, look, there's nothing in the nest. Nothing in the nest. He says there was nothing in the nest. I've heard no babies cry. Nothing in the nest. She cries wolf. She's crying wolf. She was planning and plotting and things like that. He says she's been thinking, she thinks negatively all the time. However, he's got everything stored. And he's gonna, the next kiss and tell book. Does anyone want to take any bets on who's going to write that book? And it's not going to be them two. This is that security guard. The one she's had the fling with. He says she spreads it like butter. That's been out overnight. He says, but the nest's always empty. And it always will be. Will Hazmat run home? When Prince Harry run home? He hasn't got a home to run to. Judgment in reverse. He hasn't got a home to run to. Nobody wants him. But he is going to try to run home. Because there's the British flag. He'll not be able to go to a palace. And you see the fire and brimstone around him. They have been smoothing a transition from Canada today while he's there. He's going to be exiled to Canada. He's going to get exiled to Canada, I'm afraid. Because if you look at these totems, spiritual rocks. Rocky Mountains. It is still a British principality. He's going to be sent to Canada. That's where he's going to live out the rest of his life. San Bernardino, I've had come to mind, Lady of the Lake. San Bernardino, where's that? Where's San Bernardino? But he will be the. No, he's going to go. He's going to live in Canada. But he's been to San Bernardino looking for somewhere to live, but he'll not be there. But he'll be in the foothills of the Rockies, and that's where he will go. It's too soon for that. He's got a very broken heart at the moment, and you know the song "Only Fools Rush In." Wise men say, "Only fools rush in." His granddad told him never to marry the bitch. Whoa! What was I saying about a broken heart? We have the Three of Swords. She's really done a number on his heart. Really done a number. It's going to be a very, very beneficial separation for them. She's really broken his heart. And she's not going to get anything because of what's going to come out. The son, this is Harry, the son. I say this hasn't been the royal son. He will have a little bit of success. It'll not be as optimum as he wants to. He will get a little bit of his vitality back. And it looks as if he's going to have a little bit of love once he gets his heart back. Because there is changes with the Chariot. Things will start moving in the right direction for him. He's going to overcome his obstacles. Well, you know what his main obstacle is. His main obstacle is her. But not after he's had the Four of Swords. The Six of Swords really digging in for a period of time. But those swords are just going to be hitting water. And again, it's against moving obstacles. The obstacles are going to stick for a while. While they battle things out monetarily wise, property wise. She's going to have to go after some property that he's got. She thinks he's got a palace here. Yeah, it's a 7-year itch, I did say the other day. But there is I did say bitch as well, yes. And as I said, bitch, then 4 cards literally jumped out of the deck. Yeah, it's going to be by the Rockies. I keep getting told he's going to Canada. We're sending him to Canada. Whether Canada wants him or not, he's going to stay. He's going to be there. Not as governor, not as prime minister. He's just going to be there as Harry. Just Harry. He's getting his wish. Jumped out in reverse, as you saw there. The Seven of Pentacles. It's in reverse. It's going to be a very quick divorce when it comes. Everybody's going to be blindsided by this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already happened. And he's already now in Canada. That's why Camilla is looking really, really stressed. And I'm going to leave that there. He's already in Canada, in his new nest. And that's why she's so stressed. Because he's trying to get contact with Dad. And she's saying, oh, no. He's poorly. I'm poorly. Off you go. Right. I think I'll use the Spirit Guide cards. The Calgary cards. And we'll cleanse the table. You're welcome. Yeah. Tonight I've been compelled to say things that I wouldn't normally say. He won't be keeping titles. They're going into abeyance until he's healthy again. Until he's got a healthy mind again. But William is going to strip him of any alignment with succession. And they do know. I've got on high authority here saying, we do know about the children. We do know about the children. And we know about the bump. She thought we were stupid. Now I sound like Dobby. Or Dobby. She thought they were stupid. Yeah. That's who's been making us swear. And he was a very good mimic as well. Unfortunately, he's got me who's a very bad mimic. And I've been in this very bad mimicky mood for the last few days. So, yeah. She knew about the moon bump because they had people following her. And she thinks they didn't. They watched everything she bought online. I told him he would get fleas when he lay down with that one. It's me with the cards, Milo. And the car's outside. Notice he's been very, very quiet. Well, he's probably caught all sorts of her, but I was just being polite because my spirit friends just stepped back. We have this Seraphis beer. The Seraphis beer is the paradigm shift. Activation to grow and to make the necessary change. So he's beautiful, isn't he? He's telling us now it's time to grow. Health will improve, but as I've said for a few months, even before hi Jam, before I took the break, took the enforced break, it's time. The paradigm shift was upon us, and another reader was saying, "Oh, we're in such and such dimension." No, we're in the process of going towards that dimension, but we're in the middle of the paradigm shift. And if you were to read the part of the Bible where we are heading off to Pentecost now, which talks about the birth of the church, this is now the part where it comes to where the soothsayers and things like that are saying the biblical times will return. This is that paradigm shift. Yep, I know somebody else just like that, but I ain't going to even comment on that. Dinky dinky parlez-vous. Sorry, I've got that stupid little bit of a song in my head. Dinky dinky parlez-vous. I think it's because we've been to France, we've been to Canada. I hope Harry can speak French. What have I just been saying about biblical times and paradigm shifts? And look at the card that just came out. Jesus saying acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. And other people don't see acts of service being like, sorry, I've just given you all seasickness there. Acts of services. People don't see acts of services making someone a cup of tea, making sure someone's got nourishment, putting up a gift basket or a craft basket for the kids to do, because they get bored in church. And I did not move that there, I swear. We are getting ready now for that. Not just the paradigm shift, but I can see. I know people are laughing about the people from another dimension coming and visiting, but we are literally getting ready for that, and hopefully they take some of these nasty people back, probe them, and don't bring them back don't ever bring them back down to earth. But we have Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is a beauty in our own right, and she is enlightened action, and she's saying choose compassion and move forward with grace. A lot of YouTubers don't have an iota of compassion amongst them. As some don't even have a brain cell to function with properly. But Kuan Yin and our beautiful lotus flower, and as you can see, we have the religious set there. And it's all about being healthy in mind, body and spirit. That is the message you can take off these tonight, off these cards. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to lighten the mood a bit further. Shall I get the naughty oracles out? Ooh, 8:20. We've been going an hour. After we'd had a bit of a falter, I will download this and put it on, upload it up on Grumble later, because I couldn't get the thing to work. Yeah, it's the Trinity. Yeah, we're in the Holy Trinity season. And I couldn't find any of my split pins to make puppets with and things like that with the kids. So I'm going to have to go out and buy some tomorrow. These cards are being quite naughty tonight, no matter what deck I'm using. Oh, there's Milo going out on his stretch. Go on then, get yourself out. Go on. He's been extremely good tonight. This is highly unusual for Milo. Okay, naughty oracle it is. We'll pull 3 to completely cleanse the table, and then we'll do a healing tomorrow night. A group healing session. And today's lesson is Murdered Mantra. Earth School lessons suck. 2 and 6 is 8. So in August, some people are going to learn some important lessons. I'd say Elon Musk is going to try another rocket ship. And if Diddy's case is still going on, by then he'll be in court as well. You heard that here. Yeah, the temperature dropped up here. We had rain up here yesterday as well. It piddled on and off most of the day. You heard that here. That's an exclusive from me. I predict Musk will be in court. He will be in court giving evidence against Diddy. Narcissistic nymph. It's time to take back your own power. So if anybody's been trying to step into your power and has left you all a bit battered and bruised, tell them to take a long look in the mirror and to go and F themselves, basically. Because it's your turn to shine. And they can bugger off now. Okay? That's for the Meghan Markles of the world. They can bugger off. God, I'm tight tonight. I think it's because I was up till 2:30 being completely wired off that coffee yesterday. So, and I was in pain. So, a lot of pain yesterday because of the temperature drop. Hi, Sangeeta. I'm nearly done, me darling. But we will be back tomorrow for the healing. Okay? Love and light, mother frickers, is just this. Just send love and light up to the atmosphere, just like it's a firework. Just give everybody a bit of love and light. If they are saying, look, I'm sick and tired of what you're saying. I'm sick and tired of you being negative. I'm sick and tired of this, sick and tired of that. Just say, oh, yeah, go do one. Love and light. I love you as well. The more you tell them you love them, the more, oh, bless them. You're never late, you're on divine time. The more you tell them you love them, the more it irks them. And the more it irks them, the more you're gaining back your power and taking your power back from them. And they're learning an important lesson in life. So the narcissist is taking nothing back off you. You would take them back off them. And your mantra becomes love and light, everybody. Love and light. Bye, Surrey. Love you. We'll catch up in a day or so. Or tomorrow. But that's me done as well, everybody. I am shattered now. Sorry, I've got to have his all blinking yawning. I'm going to snuff the candle with my bell. There you are. There you are. And I'm going to say love and light to you all and send you blessings from the angels. And I think what we'll do is we'll end in a prayer. Lord, we ask of you to send your healing embrace around this world, offering healing for those who are sick and guidance for those who are warmongering to help bring peace. We ask for those our churches who do not have permanent priests to be granted permanent priests. We ask for those churches who need restoration that they be granted the funds from their diocese to continue their restoration works. May you bless us and keep us safe today, tomorrow, and always. Amen. You're welcome. And goodbye. Thank you all for joining us tonight, even though we've had those issues, the slight technical issues.